Hey neighbors, this is Brad at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the eTrailer Class 3 trailer hitch on a 2022 Honda Odyssey. Now you will see this is an exposed cross tube, which sometimes people are against that because it can be an eyesore, but this has a nice black powder coat finish, which keeps it stealth looking and really under the radar. Now, as you can see, there's a 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. That's going to allow you to put a bunch of different accessories on here, whether it be a cargo carrier, a bike rack, or a ball hitch for whatever throws your way. Now, you have a standard 5/8 hitch pin hole that you can attach your accessories with. Now, this is not included in the kit, but you can find those here at eTrailer. Now, it also has a plate style safety chain loop and see a pretty large opening. And that's going to allow us to use larger clevis style hooks. Some helpful measurements for you on this hitch include from the center of the hitch pin to the furthest point on the rear fascia is right at 3 inches. That's something to take in consideration with the accessories that you're going to mount to your hitch so that they don't make contact with the vehicle. Another important measurement to note is from the top of your receiver hitch to the ground, which is about 13 inches. That's important to note if you're driving on an incline or if you have any accessories that might hang a little bit lower. Let's talk about weight. This hitch has a 525-pound tongue weight, which is the downward pressure on the inside of the receiver tube. It also has a gross trailer capacity of 3,500 pounds. That's the weight of the trailer plus the accessories loaded onto it. Now, this can be used with weight distribution. So your tongue weight's going to stay the same at 525 pounds, but your trailer capacity goes up to 5,000. Check your owner's manual to see what the vehicle is capable of towing and go with the lowest number between the hitch and the vehicle. The installation of this hitch on the Odyssey is very straightforward. You can do it in your driveway if you have a basic set of hand tools. Speaking of, let me walk you through it. To begin the installation, we're going to need to remove our plastic garnish on the driver's side here to access our mounting points. So we can begin by separating these push connect clips, which are pretty simple. I'm using plastic, and that way if I do slip, it's not going to scratch our paint. So once you pop that out, the rest of the clip should come with it. Now on our passenger side, there's also 2 push connects on this exhaust deflector. So a helpful tip, if you don't have a plastic trim removal tool, a flathead with a lot of tape around the edge to prevent from scratching might be the trick. You can also help these out by pushing them on the back side. Sometimes that will help. We're going to head back to our driver's side, and we're going to want a 10mm socket. And as you can see, there is a bolt there that will need to be removed. So we'll just take that off. And then you'll also see there's a Phillips screw there, which attaches our little splash shield here to this plastic diffuser. So using a small Phillips head screwdriver, we're going to go ahead and get that removed. So for the removal of the exhaust hanger from the exhaust, just a quick spray of a little lubricant there will help move it along. If you don't have lubricant, you can also use soapy water. Now with a flathead or a pry bar, just press this away from the exhaust. We have a carriage bolt. It's the rounded top, a spacer block, and then our fish wire here. So if you've never done this before, it may seem a little daunting at first, but it's pretty simple, as I'll show you. So we have a hole in the frame, and what we're going to do is first take the coiled end of our wire and feed our spacer block on. From there, you're simply going to just thread the carriage bolt into that spring. And we'll feed it up through here. You're then going to slide your spacer block in. And you'll see that puts the bolt in place. keep this wire attached, and you're going to also repeat this step on the other side of the vehicle. We're then going to clean out these threaded holes where our other hardware is going to go. Now, underneath the vehicle, a lot of times you'll have a little road grime, dust, dirt, or debris. So to clear that out and make sure we have a clean thread, we're just going to take some general purpose lubricant or penetrating oil or brake clean. And then we have a tube brush. Just kind of clean that out, working through all the threads. So now with the help of a friend, you're going to want to take this wire and feed it through the furthest most hole on the hitch itself. So as you slip it over the exhaust and up, that should sit under there. You're going to want to have a bolt with your conical tooth washer that is facing towards the hitch, and just hand tight that in. That's going to kind of hold it in place and make it a hands-free installation from here. Go ahead and tighten those up. Now for your back bolt, you're going to simply remove your wire, holding on to the bolt to make sure not to push it up. Now a nice trick, if you want to ensure that it doesn't do that, is put your finger on it. That way it does not move up, and hand tighten that on. So then you can take your 17mm and zip that up as well. Once you have your hardware all installed and tightened down, you're going to want to go back and get your torque wrench. Now set it to what the manufacturer specifies in the instructions and torque them all down. Now another note is your back one is a different size with a different torque setting, so make sure you pay attention to that. And that's going to do it for a look and installation of the eTrailer Class 3 hitch receiver on a 2022 Honda Odyssey. Thanks for watching.